Shout out to G-Man Boxing. Where's the piss bottle? It's over there.
Rosado knocks out Bektemir Melikuziev in the third round. Hell of a shot, but damn, did I not see this coming. Bektemir Melikuziev, I've seen since he turned pro, in his first 7 fights, he's looked very good. His nickname is the Bully. Looks very heavy-handed. I've been impressed. He was meant to fight Sergey Kovalev in January, and that was just a mouth-watering affair. Now, Sergey Kovalev obviously failed a PED test. I think it was for testosterone, so we didn't get that fight. This fight just kind of came about. Gabriel Rosado obviously lost Danny Jacobs before Christmas. Gabriel Rosado is a high-level journeyman, I think it's fair to say at this stage now. Many people, including myself, felt that Melikuziev he might look a bit off in patches against Rosado, but he'd get through this no problem. Probably on points, because Rosado is quite tough. This fight started off at a frantic pace. Rosado was keeping a very high guard. Melikuziev was hammering him body shot. I mean, he really put some work in on Gabriel Rosado's body, and you could feel that, you could hear them shots, and you could see Rosado wincing from some of the shots. And I was thinking, sooner or later, them body shots are going to tell. But what I noticed as well, specifically in the second round, was that whenever Melikuziev would throw at Rosado was keeping a very high guard. Some of the shots were getting through, but he was just, there was no head movement, there was no defense. You know, he would back up in straight lines, but sometimes he wouldn't even. He'd just stand there, and it would give Rosado opportunities to counter punch. And he did land a couple of shots, landed a few right hands, but Rosado's not a noted puncher. So when I was looking at that, I was thinking, Melikuziev is going to want to tighten up that defense, because yes, Rosado, not a noted puncher, but imagine he was in there. Imagine it had been Kovalev. Although Kovalev is faded, Kovalev is still heavy-handed, still hits very hard. So I was thinking, he's looking good. He wants to tighten that up. And I was thinking, you know, he's going to go through the motions. Going into the third round again, he landed some good body shots on Gabriel Rosado. Rosado was one of them guys, he always comes to fight. He's been hard done by in his career with a couple of decisions. But I kind of thought, okay, if he keeps taking these bodies, because he was taking some heavy body shots from Melikuziev, the writing will be on the wall. This knockout was eerily reminiscent. Well, I say eerily, in terms of the setup, not in terms of the actual, you know, I'll explain now in a second. This was eerily reminiscent of Pacquiao Marquez in terms of the setup. Whereas Rosado was in the corner, this is in the third round, Melikuziev just bored in, and Rosado landed a right hand bang on the side of his chin. And I remember just watching it. I was watching on the zone. I just thinking, what a shot. You know, he went down. But then I saw, oh, he's not getting up. And Melikuziev was done. You know, they did get him to his feet, but he was no state to continue. What a knockout. I mean, Gabriel Rosado, again, he's not a noted massive puncher. You know, he's been winning a lot of his fights, you know, on points lately. And he's been getting, you know, hard done by in a couple of fights, like against, was it Akabov? No, it was Selecki. Was it Selecki? I forget. I think it was actually Selecki. I forget who it was, but he got a draw against, so it might have even been Arias. And, you know, he'd not been looking devastating, but he looked devastating in this fight. Melikuziev, that's going to be a tough pill to swallow. A knockout like that, like, sure, he can come back. He definitely seems to have power. Are they going to question this? It was a very good shot. Say whatever you want to say, that was a hell of a shot. I remember just looking at it, just thinking, when it happened, it was like, oh, what? The first thing I said was, what a shot. And then I was kind of like, holy shit, Melikuziev just lost to Gabriel Rosado by knockout in the third round. I just kind of had to stop and reflect on it. It was a hell of a shot, peach of a punch, a la Pacquiao Marquez. The only difference is Rosado wasn't hurt when the shot landed, because obviously we all know Marquez was noticeably hurt by Pacquiao, and Pacquiao bored in and got caught, kind of similar to how Andy Lee was against John Jackson. This wasn't like that, but it was a similar setup. Hell of a shot. Gabriel Rosado, he's just, he just keeps on going. You know, I mean, it's quite remarkable, really. These 13 losses, he's seen as a high-level journeyman, but with this win, there's fights to come from this, you know. Melikuziev, it does make you wonder what would have happened in the Kovalev fight. It does, because Melikuziev, them body shots, they looked painful. We know Kovalev doesn't like it to the body, but we know Kovalev hits a hell of a lot harder than Gabriel Rosado. That would have been interesting. At the end of the day, one-punch knockouts, they happen. You know, I did notice Melikuziev's defense was looking a bit lackadaisical, I should say, in the second round, but I didn't see this coming, to be honest with you. I was... Damn. Melikuziev loses by third round knockout to Gabriel Rosado. Words I did not think I'd be using today, to be honest with you. Did not think I'd be using them words. Enjoyed it. Happy the Zone are on at a normal time for us. And this fight is in Texas, of course. We got Munguia versus a guy whose name I struggle to pronounce. You know, the guy Triple G just fought. I'll have a talk after that. For now, hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like, smash the like button if you did. Subscribe, of course, if you haven't already. #GMansRocks, all that good stuff, lads and lassies. For now, I'll talk to you. Peace.